Describe in single words only the good things that come into your mind. About your mother?
My mother?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my mother.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
Have you ever been in an institution? Cells.
Cells.
Do they keep you in a cell? Cells.
Cells.
When you're not performing your duties, do they keep you in a little box? Cells.
This causes it. This causes it. This causes it. Information overload. All the electronics around you poisoning the airwaves.
You are listening to the High Tech Low Life podcast, a cyberpunk media retrospective. High Tech Low Life contains language and themes not suitable for all audiences, as well as spoilers for the content being covered. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome back, everybody, to the High Tech Low Life podcast with your hosts, Eric and Josh. I'm Eric.
I am Josh.
This week, we are talking about a book. Josh, tell me what the name of that book is.
The Equations of Life by Simon Morden.
That's right. I can never remember the title unless I'm reading it. I don't know why those words together do not stick in my head. But
Tangentially related, I have found over the past 10, 15 years since I've been using an e-reader, titles of things do not stick with me anywhere near like they used to, just because I don't see the title on, every page or every time I pick it up. Yeah,
that's a good point. Burn technology. Anyway, we've got a guest for this episode, and I don't want to just leave him hanging listening to our bullshit. So I would like to, without further ado, introduce Geoff from the Astronomica podcast.
Hello.
How
are you doing? I spend most Wednesdays listening to your bullshit, so that's
true.
As same in reverse.
Yeah, that's a good point. I listen to your bullshit every Wednesday too.
Yeah. I have to confess, it's usually Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, honestly. But
yeah, me, it's usually Thursday. I was behind on Astronomica for a long time, and there's pros and cons because binging Astronomica is one of my great joys in life. But also being able to talk in the Precogs channel of the Discord is important too. So,
yeah. Well, there are lots of R-rated GIFs and memes in most of the other channels of the Discord, so
that's true. Lots of R-rated GIFs and memes for everybody. Anyway, we're here. We're going to talk about that book that Josh said the title of a second ago, but before we do that, we are going to do our usual bullshit. I guess in advance, I should say this might be a two-parter since it's a book. I don't know. We're going to play it by ear.
Yeah.
Usually books go long just because there's a lot of stuff to recap. So we will see.
We shall see.
This one is blessedly uncomplicated by, philosophy or depth. So
yeah,
it might be a little more fast.
Yeah. Well, and also this week as I said to Eric on text yesterday, my executive function leveled up to, it's now fully C-suite executive.
Oh God, you have a lobotomy or something?
Pretty much. So I was dragging ass actually getting this read, and then had to rapidly pick up the pace as, things in last week started catching up with me, and I was like, oh no, I can't catch up and do this extra reading on Saturday morning. I forgot there was a fucking rally, and I had committed to go to one in another town. So
a clan rally, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Sure. We all know. No, for the audiobook, for my end, went down smooth, like one of the smoothest, easiest to listen to audiobooks we've done on this show. So I finished it pretty early, actually. So hopefully I remember it.
Yeah. Something struck me about this. Well, something about this book made me realize something about everything else, which is that it's almost a requirement in cyberpunk to have like 7 different narrative threads weaving together. And this is pretty much just over Petrovich's, the main character, Samuel Petrovich's shoulder the whole time straight through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. We'll talk about it a little bit more because I got thoughts on all that stuff too, as I'm sure everybody does. But first, we got to talk about this horrific world we find ourselves existing in day to day, because there's a reason we talk about that on this show, and it's because this show is a cyberpunk podcast, and cyberpunk deals in dystopia, and we believe that we are rapidly spiraling into that dystopia every single day. So we like to compare.
Wait, really? Which part?
Mainly the part that I'm trying to think of something funny, but nothing's coming to mind because none of it's funny.
Yeah.
It's all pretty sad and scary.
Signature on money?
Well, go ahead, Geoff. What was that?
I was just going to say, are you worried that talking about a Republican president getting us into a pointless war in the Middle East, guided by greed and lip service to religion, is going to date this podcast and make it irrelevant to later time?
Oh, yeah, you're right. That is evergreen content for sure. Unfortunately, at least throughout my whole life.
Yeah. One day it won't be.
Yeah. Will that be because the Earth blew up or because we all wised up? 50-50 shot, really.
I think, I don't know.
I'm honestly trying to do those odds in my head, and I don't know where I come down.
Yeah.
What happened this week in particular? Is there signature on money? I heard Josh say that earlier, which isn't really dystopian. It's just dumb.
Just dumb baby shit.
Dystopa dumb.
Yeah. It's dumb baby shit. It is also like shameless, like nakedly authoritarian.
Yeah, it is
in nature. And it's wild to me. Still, I don't know how I have any depth of surprise left at the complicity of all of the major media mouthpieces. But like the fact that it is just treated as well, look at this. This is novel. This is unprecedented behavior.
Yeah.
It's precedented in a lot of places, actually, if you open up a fucking book once in a while. It's also like, hey, I'm not a religious person, but this motherfucker's doing all the Antichrist stuff, isn't he? Putting his name on money, isn't that kind of Antichristy?
You know, if you follow the kind of evangelical what were those series of books? Left Behind.
Yeah.
You follow that version of the Antichrist. Yeah, we're in pretty deep Antichrist territory. Don't know why the readers of those books don't seem to have picked up on it.
Or they like it?
There is a distinct strain of evangelicals who believe that Donald Trump is the Antichrist and that he is going to bring about the rapture, and they are all for it.
Yeah.
They want the rapture because they think they're gonna.
They want to join the elect in the warriors of heaven.
That doesn't seem like a good reason to align yourself with the Antichrist. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
I didn't say they were smart or good at theology.
Okay.
It's a little bit of the Christian version of, accelerationists who are like, no, I'm going to vote for Trump because that means things are going to get worse quicker and we can get to the other side of it quicker.
Yeah. There's some lefty versions of that too.
Yeah. There's some dumb anarchists who thought that this would be a good thing. And I say that as a mostly dumb anarchist. I was not one of them who thought that this would be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yet it's still playing out, Geoff. There's still time.
I have.
Here's how Bernie can still win.
Yeah, I have, mental fights with myself of like, I don't know, maybe it would be good to just kind of fucking push the car off the cliff and watch it explode into flames. But on the other hand, I think that's going to lead to a lot of immediate human suffering. So it's kind of hard to balance that out against the potential for the long-term human suffering that's going to result with just a continued business as usual thing. I don't know.
And the short-term suffering is going to be from people who are already suffering the most as it is, which, for people with souls, that you feel bad about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are paths forward to the end of American hegemony and the end of capitalism, and this is one of the worst.
Yeah.
That's a good bleak way of putting it.
Yeah. There are also paths forward to the end of days. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Gabriel
Arnold Schwarzenegger
Byrne,
film.
1999, 98.
Talking about the devil and shit.
Hell yeah.
Well, what was the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
End of Days
or something.
Oh wait,
that was End of Days.
There was also The Sixth Day,
right. That
which is cloning.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
And I think those came out one was 98, the next was 99,
Oh, Arnie, what a treasure. And a great governor.
And to tie it back to the topic on hand, cloning is one of the very few things that was not in this book.
Yeah.
It's true. It's interesting. They could have easily shoehorned it in there.
Yeah.
I am going to push us ahead to recommendos because I've got two, and I'm itching to talk about them, and I'm sorry.
Ooh, you have two?
No worries.
I have two. Usually I don't watch that much stuff because I'm too busy playing my video games. Yeah. But I went one. I'll just go through it quickly because it's Project Hail Mary. I liked it a lot. Everybody likes it. It's getting a lot of positive reviews. But I recommend it if you got a chance to go to the movie theater.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie yet. I like the book a good bit more than The Martian, actually. I think it had a little more going on, and a billion times more than the one about the moon, Artemis, I think was called.
I read the Artemis one, and after that ended, I was like, I'm gonna wait until I see some real fucking glowing reviews for his future work before I go anywhere near it again, because that was dog shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the author.
Project. It's Andy Weir is his name. He's started as an engineer, and that was the basis of attraction for The Martian, is that it was all mostly hard sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the movie The Martian well enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
I do think Project Hail Mary is great. It does get a little what's the word I'm looking for? And this is probably just a personal opinion, but a little insufferable with the inner monologue of Ryan Gosling being his outer monologue. I don't know. He's like, we get it. You're clever and you quip a lot. God damn it. Enough.
I can kind of see that, given Weir's writing style, because that was one of the things that The Martian managed to not maneuver, but rather skillfully steer around, because it had the device of, okay, he knows somebody will show up eventually, so I'm going to do a bunch of video logs.
They're doing the same thing in this.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. But that's a very minor quibble. It's a good movie, and it's a feel good movie about the end of the world, which there aren't enough of those. I don't know.
What about Melancholia?
This one and 12 Monkeys, and that's about it.
Oh yeah, 12 Monkeys is very feel good. Should we cover 12 Monkeys, Josh?
I think it's on the list.
Is it?
Yeah, probably.
We gotta take a break from Bruce Willis though. That last one burned us.
Yeah.
My other recommendo, and then I'll let you guys talk. I promise.
Okay.
Is I mentioned it to Josh when I started watching it. I wasn't all in, but I eventually by the end of it became all in. It's a cartoon on Netflix called Strip Law.
I was actually just thinking about that within the past 2 days. I don't know why, how that came up for me, but I was like, oh yeah, Eric said he liked that.
Oh yeah.
There's some funny people involved with making it that I like, that are on podcasts and stuff. And at first it's kind of like, I don't know, like any cartoon comedy where it's got hits and misses, but the last couple episodes it finishes very strong and almost constant laughing. I enjoyed the shit out of it by the end. I have to admit.
It's Adam Scott is one of the main characters.
He's the main character, yeah. And I can't remember her name, but she plays the principal in
Janelle James.
Yes, and she's fucking hilarious.
Yes, she is very funny.
She's really good.
Abbott Elementary, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to recommend it because I told Josh that I didn't really recommend it, and mainly this is just for him. I've changed my mind. I'm 100% in now.
All right. Having just this second looked up the Wikipedia article and the character and cast list, I think I'm going to have to watch it because Drew Tarver appears as, quote, lunch meat, a stripper and magician. So promising.
Stephen Root is in it. He plays a character you'll quite enjoy. And our favorite, They Live. Keith David. He plays an important part in it too. He's very funny.
Solid. George Wallace is the mayor.
Wallace is the mayor of Las Vegas. Yeah.
Honestly, he should be in real life.
He should.
Yes.
He fucking.
And that is 100% the function that he occupies in the show is just to pop up and go, "Hey, I'm George Wallace."
I'm George Wallace.
You might not have thought about me in a while, but you love me. And then pop.
He competes with I don't know her name, but the lady in Hacks who plays the mayor of Las Vegas is a very funny recurring character in that show. But
yes. What is her name? God, I don't
know. I'm excited for Hacks to come back too.
Great. Oh yeah. Yeah. I just saw the trailer for that.
Anyway, I'll shut the fuck up now and let you guys recommend something.
I just wanted to say cosign on Strip Law, and it does, I agree with Eric, get stronger as the series runs. Like every episode is better. And
the religion one, dude, had me rolling the whole damn time. It was so good.
Also, when you find out about Glenn Blorchman's backstory, that was pretty was pretty great. Stephen Root's character. Fantastic.
Anybody else watch anything worth talking about?
I have two.
You have
I also
two?
have two.
Okay. Everybody has to. Go ahead, Geoff.
As far as watching, the live action Netflix adaptation of One Piece is pretty solid. It's pretty
Have
solid.
you watched the original?
I've watched a little bit. I'm not by any means a devotee, but I have seen a few episodes of the original. This nails this is I would say without a doubt the best live action adaptation of anime. It nails the feel of anime.
Okay. I've been curious because I want to watch One Piece, but I don't want to watch 1,000 episodes or whatever. So I was thinking, could I just watch the live action and get the gist?
Right. Yeah. This definitely. I'm sure a purist would call for my head on a spike, but
sure,
this really nails the feel and gets the essential gist of the series, which is government bad, freedom on the high seas good, save your friends. So
I like those vibes.
Yeah. And I was actually prompted to watch that series by somebody in town has a truck, which I've commented on before, and they have two of those giant flag holders in the bed of the pickup truck. And most of those I had seen previously had a big giant Trump flag on the back, although those are pretty much gone now for some strange reason.
Weird.
Can't imagine why.
Oh, it's because I can't afford gas.
And a little bit of shame, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know about that. That might be.
One would hope.
That might be giving him too much credit.
But so this guy, I saw a pickup truck with a big giant bed-mounted flag on the back of it, or two, and I was just like mentally preparing myself to sigh in exasperation. And he turned the corner, and one of them was a big giant Palestine flag. And the other one was the One Piece pirate ship flag with the skull and crossbones with a little straw hat on the top.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, dude, multiple revolutions last year chose the One Piece flag as their banner. That made me think maybe I need to watch this fucking show.
Yeah. The Nepal one.
There was two. There was Nepal and what was the other one? I can't remember, but yeah.
Not Sri Lanka.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's right down there.
It's blanking. We talked about it on the show when it happened.
Yeah. Is it Myanmar or was that 2 years ago?
No, that was already going on.
Okay.
Anyway, clearly a show that might fit our sensibilities on this podcast.
And it has David S. Malchin in the second season.
What doesn't these days?
Yeah.
Dude's in fucking everything.
He is.
Even has a podcast now where they talk in a coma. In a coffin.
He's had that a couple of years now. So I've watched a few episodes. It's a gimmick. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, no shame. We've done our Sure, bullshit.
He's also terrifying in One Piece.
Oh, good.
In his role, he plays a guy that can coat people in wax.
Sexy?
Small enough amounts of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Josh, bang us out one of yours. We got to go.
Okay. One of mine, piggybacking off of one of yours. Okay. I watched last night a movie called Mike and Nick and Alice.
Never heard of it.
It is on
like Bob and Carol and
yeah, except not. It is like on
Dawson and Joey and Pacey and Jen, like those T-shirts.
Exactly. It is on Hulu, and it features Keith David.
Oh yeah,
and Stephen Root.
Oh wow,
yeah,
I'm double in.
Double in.
The main character is James Marsden, who is the Mike.
Mm-hmm. I'm out. Just kidding.
No, I'm on board. Yeah.
He is a gangster whose nickname is Quick Draw Mike. All of the gangsters in the movie have ridiculous, horrible, stupid fucking nicknames. Like there's a Roid Rage Ryan and Napalm Geoff.
So it's a Shadowrun group.
It is. So, yeah, James Marsden is this gangster, and he is having an affair with the titular Alice, who is the wife of the titular Nick. And Nick is played by Vince Vaughn. Now, why there are two Nicks in the title, you might ask? Because Vince Vaughn, 6 months in the future, comes back in time. So there's future Nick and there's present Nick.
Gotcha. Both Vince Vaughns?
Both Vince Vaughns.
It's a lot of Vince Vaughn, man. I don't know. You're asking me to.
It is. And that it made me nervous. I mean,
Vince Vaughn is one of those fucking guys who shouldn't be cool, but somehow is still cool.
Yeah.
He is perpetually chewing gum on screen.
Like, which even tells you about enough about him.
He never has any gum in his mouth, but he has that chewing gum vibe.
I don't like him, but yet I tend to like his work. It's very strange how what that guy does.
This is actually really like kind of impressive where he's like very clearly differentiating a character at two totally different parts of their dramatic arc. And it is definitely worth a watch. And there's also a bunch of fun shit like Keith David saying it's raining titties over here.
All right, triple on board.
And somebody has a tattoo across their back that says it's all in the reflexes. Then Big Trouble in Little China.
Nice.
So, I mean, it's kind of tailor made.
Yeah,
right. All right, that sounds good.
Yeah, actually, Vince Vaughn was in the running. He was neck and neck with Michael B. Jordan for the lead in Sinners. So it's not surprising that he did another 2-role run.
My God, I'm just trying to imagine the movie with two Vince Vaughns playing off each other, and I'm going to say it makes me want to die.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what, you got to like a vampire monkey or something?
God damn it.
These fucking mix out there. They want in.
All right, Geoff, we got to hustle. What's your other one?
Yep. A book by an author named Yaya Schofield, who I've loved her short stories. It is a horror book, and I will go ahead and say the big content warning. The main character suffers pretty graphically described abuse from her mother at the beginning of the book, and there are other graphic abuse related content throughout, so bear that in mind. It is called On Sundays She Picked Flowers, and it is absolutely one of the most beautifully written books I've ever read. Her style of prose is amazing, and it is harrowing and difficult, and but also amazing. It's an amazing book.
So you say it's a full novel?
It is a full novel, yes.
Okay. It's a short story at the beginning.
No. This is her first novel. She's written a bunch of short stories. The author, Yaya Schofield.
Oh, Yaya Schofield?
Schofield, yeah. Scholfield.
Like the Schofield kid from Unforgiven.
That helps
Yes,
so
exactly.
much, Josh.
It actually is.
Yeah.
Schofield to me sounds like a car dealership in Central Kansas. I think it is one.
You're not wrong. I think that might actually be the case. Maybe Salina?
Yeah, something like that.
Could be Hayes.
I'm afraid that you guys have exceeded my knowledge of Central Kansas car dealership.
Oh, you have so much to learn, Padawan. We have many other
get used to it.
Local chains we can talk about. No, that's awesome. I'm writing it down because it sounds like something worth reading.
That title really rings a bell. I wonder if I follow someone who follows her, and saw a promo for it on Blue Sky or something.
And it's horror?
Yes, yeah. So it's a little bit like Toni Morrison's Beloved. I've seen compared to accurately. Yeah, she runs away from home to a dilapidated house in the woods, which is full of spirits, basically.
Sick. All right.
Way to be.
Sounds like something my wife would enjoy too.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, and the main character is a black woman in the South. On the cusp of the civil rights movement. So,
all right.
Lots of content warnings
packed in. Yeah.
All right, Josh, give us one more and then we'll move on to the main book.
Okay. My last one is Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
Oh, God damn it. I've heard so much. I've heard that spoken so many times and I have no idea what it is.
It is a very funny movie. It goes back to a web series from I think 2007, 2008, I want to say. And these two guys did a, couple of seasons of their web series. And then eventually 10 years or so ago when Vice TV, when Vice had their own sort of TV thing going on, they got picked up there and did, I think, 2 seasons, maybe. And then after that ended, the one of them, Matt Johnson, went on and directed a couple of movies, one of which was what the hell was it called? Was it just called Blackberry? From 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, about the black.
Yeah.
I think it was called Blackberry.
Yeah, that had Jay Baruchel and Glenn Howerton in it.
Yeah, like a bald cap on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no, it wasn't bald cap. It was shaved head. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was a very good movie. I liked it. But this is a return to their characters from the web series. And the whole point of the goal of the web series and the TV series and the movie is these two guys are a band, Nirvana, Nirvanna, to avoid copyright. And they want to play a show at the Rivoli, which is a, relatively famous local club in Toronto. And it is entirely dedicated to that and harebrained schemes. And in the film, it also oddly involves time travel.
Oh, okay. Didn't expect that.
And it is...
Josh had a theme this week, clearly.
Apparently, yeah. Nothing else I'm seeing on my list of stuff I watched involved time travel in any way. But it is...
It's like you're yearning for some sort of mechanism to go back and change the course of events.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
If I was going to give anyone the power of a time machine, it'd be Josh. He would definitely fuck up everything, but it would be in probably a funny way.
I mean,
a good way.
Anyway, the movie is very funny. The guys are idiots. You do not need to have watched anything else that they have ever done to really enjoy the movie. It is a couple of fucking douchebags who, are just trying to play some fucking show, but it is so incredibly intricately constructed. It has more interesting and better use of time travel than nearly every time travel movie or TV show you have ever seen in your life. It is shockingly like, clockwork in how things work out.
So this is basically like if Tenacious D did Primer.
Yeah. Not unlike that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'll check that out as well. It's an easy title to remember, unlike all the other titles that have been spoken to me today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Equations of Life.
Equations of Life. That is what we're about to talk about. How do we start? Equations of Life. It's about a guy.
A very special boy.
This guy's a very special boy who knows how to do everything and is rarely wrong. Is that fair to say?
He's cast in the narrative as though he's rarely wrong, but he does some pretty stupid shit that's
Yeah, he repeatedly gets stuff wrong. There are a number of points in my notes where I mark he does not know what kind of story he is in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a vibe while I was listening to it, reading it. It reminded me of some books I read back in the early 2000s. Clive Cussler, Josh. You remember those books?
Oh, yeah.
Dirk Pitt.
Dirk Pitt, hell yeah.
Like airport novel.
Raise
action.
the Titanic.
Yeah, they're really bad. And this kind of gave me those vibes just because this kid, this 23-year-old or whatever, always seemed to have the knowledge he needed for the situation he was in. And this is not an indictment of the book. I really actually quite enjoyed the book. But to be honest, I enjoyed the Clive Cussler books when I read them too.
Yeah, those Dirk Pitt books are enjoyable.
Yeah.
They're good beach reads.
Yeah.
Beach reads, yes, exactly. And that's kind of the vibe I got from this book. Maybe that's what made it easier for me to get through because I knew not a lot of detail I had to like remember for the future. Like it's different when you're reading Gibson and there's all these things going on. Like Geoff said earlier in the episode, I'm just copying him now. Anyway, somebody else talk.
Okay. Somebody else talk. All right. This is a great way to do a podcast, guys. Just FYI. Keep this in mind, audience. If you want to do a podcast, keep that line, loaded.
The three of us with like a collective 5,000, probably 50,000 hours worth of recording, if you count what gets left on the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think explicitly taking turns by handing it off to each other. That's the best way to go out.
Yep.
We always know.
No.
Okay. I think this book, piggybacking off of what you were saying towards the end there, I think this book was written with the explicit purpose, and you see this a lot in genre fiction, or at least certain flavors of genre fiction, where the author sat down and said, I want to write a book that'd make a good movie.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. I am not, some really great books have come out of that mindset. And this very much has the rhythms of a film where you get something resembling an action-y scene every X number of pages. And, there's not a whole lot of really internal monologue that couldn't be conveyed with a look, I guess, or a flashback scene.
Yeah, there's very little interiority to this. The bare minimum you need to have anything even approaching a 3-dimensional character. And I by the way, and I also, just first thoughts, I enjoyed the hell out of this book. I enjoyed it a lot the first time I read it back when it came out. And I enjoyed it on the reread, although since I recommended this one to you guys, I did have a little bit of recommender's guilt.
I can see why you sent that message. Because compared to a lot of stuff we read and a lot of stuff we have read for this show, it is lightweight.
It is, but
it's fun.
It was a nice
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes the book episodes are really hard because we have to read them quickly, for one thing. We usually only have a week or two, and it's kind of a lot to digest when you're on a clock. Like most people read books, you can read it at your own pace, but when you've got a deadline ticking, it's different. So it was this one. I didn't ever really feel up against the deadline for. Josh clearly did because
that was my own shit. But
yeah. You were too busy shepherding Bill S. Preston Esquire around the No Kings rally.
He was at the Casey No Kings rally.
I wish. No, I was at one at a nearby town.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Alex Winter for being most excellent.
It would have absolutely ruled to have seen him. I always wonder when there is a chance, or there was a chance to, potentially see or interact with a celebrity like that. I always wonder how I would open up, because Bill S. Preston Esquire, fun, but do I ask him about Lost Boys instead?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's been one of my things for fucking 30 years now, where I always said, if I were to run into Steve Buscemi in some circumstance, I would probably ask him about Airheads. I've seen Airheads dozens and dozens of times. He never gets asked about Airheads.
No.
I mean, I'm not going to be another asshole who starts talking to him about tipping in Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, for me, I just start grilling him about his father's actions in 9/11.
Ooh.
His dad was a firefighter.
Oh, okay.
Or wait. No, he's a firefighter.
Oh, he's the firefighter. Right.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
He was his actions in 9/11. Sorry.
Yeah.
I would ask him how he does fellow kids. Sorry.
He has two. He will have he is carrying
two skateboards
in that scene.
On the topic of Alex Winter, though, if I saw, I know who Alex Winter is. If I see a picture of him, I know that's Alex Winter. But if I saw him walking around in Kansas City, there's not a chance in hell I would clock him as Bill S. Preston Esquire.
Oh yeah, no.
I think I would have, if only because I knew that his, Freaked, his 1990 movie starring Judd Nelson, was screening in town here, in the immediate future.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Also, Planet Comic-Con's here.
Yeah.
Elijah Wood's from here somewhere.
Yeah. If you have not seen it, audience or other show guests, members, it is a weird fucking movie.
Yeah.
It got play on Comedy Central in the mid-90s, and it was just something.
Sounds like a Patreon ep incoming.
I think it's
I saw it in a film festival of weird films, basically.
Yeah.
And I am not a partaker of the medicinal herb myself, not out of any moral conviction, but just because it doesn't do well with my head. But the very air itself in that movie theater was enough to transport me to a different state.
Yeah. Okay. So Sam Petrovich is a kind of special boy. He is very smart. He is a Russian immigrant to the Metrozone. What's the Metrozone, you might ask?
What's the Metrozone?
It is post-Armageddon London. What was the Armageddon, you might ask?
This one's you, Geoff.
It was... Oh, sorry. What was the Armageddon?
A series of limited nuclear exchanges, largely affecting the United States, Western Europe, and, I don't know, maybe Japan. It's unclear how far it was. We get a very blinkered and limited understanding of it.
Something definitely happened to Japan.
Yeah, Japan, something very bad happened.
But Japan, the island is gone.
Yes. Yeah, it is under the waves.
Island formerly known as Japan, now known as water.
But the Shinkansen will run again.
It will. Yeah, there. Yeah, and I don't know. It's a relatively normal post small scale climate apocalypse dystopia, right? I mean,
sure,
kind of.
Well, I mean, I think the entire global economy was destroyed, and this is 20 years later during the rebuilding period, I think.
Yeah. I read the version of the book I had has an afterword sort of interview thing with the author where he talks a little bit about the world. And one thing is that, number one, all these characters, like all the main characters here, come out of a collection of short stories he wrote. And it was published as Thy Kingdom Come. And he mentions in the afterword, these are all available for free on my website. Turns out they no longer are. I assume that means they're getting republished somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, it's a book of like 20 short stories featuring Sam and Detective Chain and, Maddie.
This is the first book of a trilogy too, correct?
A quadrilogy.
Quadrilogy, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeff, have you read those, just out of curiosity?
Yes, and if you think that Petrovich is somebody who can do everything in this book, boy, buckle in.
Okay.
Wait until his heart isn't exploding.
Right.
Yeah.
I would actually quite like to read them, so maybe we'll cover them.
Yeah.
They are in the same vein as this, like, it's fun popcorn read. If you can identify with the protagonist, like it's a kind of power fantasy in a weird way, even though he's almost dying every 2 seconds. Yeah.
God, he takes a beating in this book.
He does.
That is the one thing I like about this. I think the thing that makes it acceptable is that, like, he does like get a sucker punch in on some folks sometimes, but he is not in any way, shape, or form a physically powerful person, and everything he does to get the upper hand is because he's just a sneaky, dirty rat bastard who grew up in Petrograd, or St. Petersburg.
Yeah, and he also, it helps that he ends the book borderline mutilated in a number of ways and on his deathbed.
Yeah.
It's clear that, he will get out of this, but if he got out of the bed right now, he would die.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in London. He is a university student, a graduate student, like, I don't remember, couple of months, I think, or like maybe a semester from his doctorate. Is that right?
That's what
in physics of some sort.
Magnetohydrodynamics.
Yes, okay. I knew it was written somewhere, but I couldn't remember. And he gets a phone call and needs to meet a courier at a diner, and he is getting a rat from this courier.
This whole, another thing I've wanted to call this book in my head is the story about a boy and a decker and his lost deck.
Yeah.
He just wants his computer.
He does.
He can't ever get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time he bends down to scoop it up from the pavement, another foot kicks it further down the road.
Yep, exactly. It is exactly that.
It's actually a fun side plot to follow.
Yeah. He is getting what amounts to a deck. I can't remember what rat is abbreviated from.
Oh yeah, they say it.
I think it's just remote access terminal.
Remote access terminal. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it says it like once, almost at the very end of the book. Until then, you're just like, I don't know, magic hacker box, whatever.
Yeah. I think that lost a little bit in audio because at the first I thought he literally had a rat in his bag along with his computer. Because there's no R.A.T, which is what I'm assuming looks like in print.
No, I think is it R.A.T?
No. They just call it a rat.
Okay.
Is at least capitalized?
They spell it out once. It's capitalized once when it's introduced, but then everybody just shorthand refers to it as a rat.
I was a little confused at first.
Well, and especially when at the end of the book, a bunch of rats show up.
Yeah, there's a lot of rats in the end.
Like the animal rats appear repeatedly.
It's meat rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, this book has everything. Swarms of vermin, zombies, giant mechs, AI.
Train wrecks.
It's kind of true, man. At the end or the second half of the book, you're like, wow, they're really just kind of throwing whatever they want at you, but it works. It makes sense.
Yeah, once the fucking kaiju excavators show up, I'm like, all right. I mean, that's an escalation, but sure. Like, if you're gonna do a conclusion, might as well be action packed.
It's fun. I don't think that Simon Morden is under any illusions about I think what you said was true. I think he set out to just write, hey, this would be an awesome movie.
Yeah. And I agree. I mean, I think it would be. So
get somebody to punch up the dialogue, maybe.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. So
by the way, I'm sorry, Josh. I know you're about ready to roll in. There are so many references to other things in this book, and a lot of them are obvious, like, hey, I'm Petrovich and I'm referencing aliens. But sometimes they're said like I don't know. There's just so many references to other stuff in this book.
There was one point. God, what was it? It was probably 2/3 or 3/4 of the way through. He says something, and I did my little mental chuckle. That's a reference to blah blah. And then whoever he is saying it to doesn't respond the way he wants, and he goes, "That was from blah blah movie or whatever." What the hell was it? Like Jaws or some such shit.
There's so many, and I'm sure I missed some of them there because there are so many. It's kind of a weird writing style, but
that is kind of in my mind, a hallmark of this book. Came out in 2011 of I don't know, roughly a decade, maybe 15 years of science fiction, especially with the authors that are coming out of like web publishing stuff, which is how like Andy Weir published The Martian initially. It was, like chapters just up on his website until a publisher got interested. So it's really heavily self-referential. It can be done very well and very skillfully, and it can also be done pretty clunkily. This book is kind of in the middle.
I mean, it literally takes me out at some points when they say something that's obviously from something else, but it's also a little fun to catch them. So whatever.
Yeah.
They don't ever get too Whedon-esque with
right.
And I always feel bad judging that, because I know that unless I'm on this program, roughly 25% of the shit I say in any given conversation is some dumb reference to some bullshit.
Yeah.
25. I think you're low. Yeah.
I mean, it is constant.
Yeah.
25% of is a deliberate reference. And then another 15% is an unconscious.
I think that's probably exactly accurate. Like, I feel like that might be referring to something. Oh well, that part of the brain's gone. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was speaking of myself there, by the way, not accusing you of.
Oh no. I think we're both deeply guilty of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me. Only original thoughts in this head, baby.
Flan. I love flan.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's weird that somebody whose podcast history includes a minute-by-minute dissection of cult sci-fi film would have an encyclopedic knowledge of references from the past couple of decades.
Yeah. It's strange, but that's the way it is.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead, Josh.
That do be how it go. So he's walking home from this meeting, and he walks into the middle of a kidnapping attempt on a young lady. And he spots it from the middle of this plaza he's walking through, and he can see, oh, this is a kidnapping attempt. These guys are rushing to get this girl into a car. He saves this girl.
They're not doing it like I would have done it.
Yeah. See, he's got a dark backstory, man.
Yeah.
And he saves this girl and runs away, and there's a chase scene, and then his heart fails.
Yeah, this is when you realize that our hyper capable lead character has one fatal flaw.
One fatal flaw: his heart no worky.
His heart no worky.
He has an implanted auto defibrillator, a little distinct from a pacemaker.
Yeah.
Josh, did you identify with this character for this reason?
No, I wouldn't say that I really did. I mean,
You both have cybernetic heart implants.
We do. That is factual.
I was going to say maybe because he's best friends with an AI and you love AI so much.
That's also true.
The movie AI.
Loved AI. Oh yeah, give me that weird kid with his waxy skin.
Yeah.
Fucking Jude Law only fucking women. He only fucks women.
He only fucks women.
Oh yeah, very clearly.
He's a prostitute, but not for men.
Totally normal guy, William Hurt playing a distant dad. Good fucking times. So he's saving the young lady. There's a big chase through alleys and shit. His heart fails, and they get saved by Nun with a gun. Step on my neck, Sister Madeline.
Yeah.
When I read this in 2011, being 3 years graduated, a 6 foot tall muscle mama nun with a gun carrying a scrawny little physics nerd around in her arms. There's a reason I love this book deeply so much.
Yeah. I'm sure that's intentional too, but she does fucking rule on like all the way around rule.
Yeah, she's just deeply awesome. And basically the whole thing is, what if Molly Millions, but in a habit?
Yeah. What if Molly Millions, but none?
And, I don't know, maybe it might not have the same function for Eric, not having the familial religious backgrounds that Geoff and I do, but there's
and having attended several Catholic schools over the years as a youth, an impressionable youth.
Yeah.
Are you guys saying you want to fuck nuns?
Depends on the nun.
That's
got to be an upbringing thing because nuns have only scared me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fear is definitely a part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like, yeah. Yeah. What are you talking about? Like the same way. Yes, of course. Also, I'm deeply scared of Lori Petty as Tank Girl. But also,
yeah. Okay. I'm getting it. I'm throwing what you guys are putting up. That's not how that goes.
Josh is saying step on my neck, not
right.
Treat me with tender loving kindness.
Yeah.
Right. Not let's have a nice pasta dinner and then go to a movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean that I would say to the nun from the horror movie, The Nun.
Yes. I would love to have some pasta with her. It is kind of unfortunate they reveal she's 19. Everybody is so fucking young in this story that I don't believe it sometimes.
I thought she was 20, but yeah.
No, they say 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's like a fucking badass.
Yeah.
At 19, much like Petrovich is a fucking genius at 23, and his partner is super smart. And she's probably younger than him because she's an actual student. Yeah. It's like everybody's so fucking young.
Actually, he lied about his age. He's 3 years younger than he.
Yeah, he's
claimed.
23, I think, and I think his identity is 26.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes everything that happens age appropriate, but it's like I don't believe that these children are this smart and capable.
Well,
maybe that's the old man in me.
So it's hinted. They never explicitly delve into it, but it's hinted that she was modified in some way to become like Super Nun. Like that's part of the deal that you get to be a Joan.
I like that as a concept that like shit's gotten so bad that the Catholic Church has their own like little bodyguard contingent that they modify and train.
Yeah,
the Sisters of Battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a concept, I like that. In reality, let's not have any of that.
No, for sure.
Chicago Pope, if you're listening, let's avoid that.
Honestly, I hesitate to say this, but out of all the major world religions at this point, especially the Christian ones, I'd probably trust the goddamn Catholics with it the most. I mean, the Jesuits are going to be on the research, so it'll at least be logically infallible.
Yeah. I don't know.
Probably going to have to abandon the objection to embryology research first.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's honestly the thing that made me try to hunt down Thy Kingdom Come because I assume some of Maddie's backstory is in there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I bet. There is.
And I am very curious about Vatican-issued firearms and Vatican-issued impact armor.
It makes a point of pointing out that it's Vatican-issued every time he sees it. It's pretty funny.
I mean,
and there's a papal seal on the body armor. I think that's pretty great.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
It is a super cool science fiction concept.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're in a church. Ambulance shows up. Because his heart's exploding. The girl gets taken away by her bodyguards. One of them is named Hijo, or Hijo, not Hojo from Final Fantasy.
Nope.
And not Iho, which is how I briefly read it, having studied Spanish a lot more recently than Japanese.
Is that
okay. Yeah, I can see that.
What is Iho?
Iho's son.
Son, okay.
Yes.
Usually as part of the contraction Miho.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so she gets taken away by her bodyguards, and it turns out that she is the daughter of the biggest fucking yak in town. Shocking no one.
No. As soon as they mention she's Japanese, you're like, okay, either corporate important or Yakuza. One of the two.
Yeah, this is one of those things where you sit down knowing you're going to be reading a cyberpunk novel, and it sort of constrains your choices as to what is possible.
I will say this book does drop some casual racism once in a while that is a little jarring when it happens. It's not like bad, super bad or anything, but it happens once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cafe owner Wong, who is Chinese, it gets subverted a little bit because he reveals in a casual aside that he speaks the King's English with a Shakespearean flair, but he puts on an act to deflect attention away from himself.
Now imagine listening to a white British audiobook narrator saying what he's saying.
Ooh, nice. Bet that was good.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
And then they a couple of times they use the words like slanted eyes and slit eyes. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But that also, like, let's face it, Petrovich is from Russia.
Wait,
yeah.
I thought they had
Russians are genetically
social
predisposed
cues on
towards
everything.
racism. So
Exactly. Yeah. Those people, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Russians.
Yeah. And then he goes to the hospital. It's mentioned, he needs a new heart in the immediate future. It's going to cost him like, I don't know, $250K, something like that.
Yeah. He's pretty nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
Which
revealing that this novel is also a bit of a horror novel. The NHS has been transformed into a private for-profit health system.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, he was pretty nonchalant about it, and I get that. I am also very nonchalant about the fact that my heart is going to kill me, and, possibly at any moment.
Yeah.
We'll see how ACA reforms go in the near future.
If it happens while we're recording, do you want me to put the episode out? That's just a question we should nail down for the future.
I don't give a shit. That's fine.
Okay. Oh, that's dark. That's real dark.
Yeah.
We're joking. We're having a good time. It's okay, Geoff. Don't freak out.
No, I'm not freaked out. I'm just pleasantly envisioning Josh dying. So.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Look on the bright side, man. Okay, so then, also in the hospital, we are introduced to a character that, maybe could be played by Harry Dean Stanton if he was English.
No one's going to know why you brought up Harry Dean Stanton randomly.
Yeah, no idea. This is Detective Inspector Chain.
Okay. Is it Chain?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I had a hard time understanding how it was actually pronounced in the audiobook.
Yeah. Harry Chain or Henry Chain? I can't remember.
DI Chain is all you need.
Yeah. And he is after the fucking yaks. He wants to know if Petrovich is employed by the Oshikora clan, business, family, corporation, whatever.
Zaibatsu.
Whatever. And thinks that Petrovich can lead him in because he's been after these guys for years and blah, blah, blah. Standard cop on a mission bullshit backstory.
Right, but they never really get into why, surprisingly.
Yeah.
They go into it a little bit. He has a gripe with the way that it's very British. Oh, we welcomed in all of these refugees, and then Oshikora had the gall to profit from it.
Yeah.
Right. That is very British.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Morden British?
Yes.
He's Scottish.
Scottish.
Oh,
okay.
is he? Okay. Some reason I thought he was from Sheffield, but yeah.
Oh, maybe
I saw he lives in Sheffield or something. Yeah, he's pretty British.
Oh no, I was wrong. Newcastle. Kind of Scottish. Almost Scottish. Everyone
brown ale.
involved in those nationalities would hate me for saying that.
Yes.
They sure would, but you're an American, so you get a pass.
I'm a proud Reconstructionist.
Proud fucking Reconstructionist. Which we'll get
God's
to that
nuclear light will shine forth from my backpack nuke bomb.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll get into that in, I don't know, 5 or 6 chapters.
The world building in this book is pretty fun.
It does a very good job of what I refer to as the Stephen Bruce trick of, I'm just going to say a sentence about something. It is assumed you know what it means. There is no way the audience could know what it means, but every character knows what it means.
I love that. And that's one of the reasons I love Bruce. And then slowly over time, it kind of builds into an actual thing.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that's my favorite kind of world building. I can't stand as you know, the plague happened in 2019 or whatever,
Yeah.
So he's pretty deft with that, Simon Morden.
He is.
I think.
Yeah,
and it makes you want more.
At this point in the book, the Armageddon has been referred to several times, and it is not until like maybe the next chapter or two mentioned what any of that context is. He just keeps saying Armageddon, blah blah blah, and a little ways down the line, it turns out, oh yeah, there was a bunch of limited nuclear exchanges and terrorism.
And a Def Leppard song.
Yes, he has to Armageddon it. Why? Fucking Def Leppard came up for me the other day in
we don't have time.
Totally random context. Okay. Anyway,
of all the digressions, is Def Leppard really worth it?
No.
Pyromania?
No.
One-armed drummer?
The drummer from Def Leppard only has one arm.
In a cyberpunk world, he could get that fixed. He could be a 3-armed drummer.
Yeah. Okay, so he ends up basically blows off Chain. Like, I don't know anything about these fucking people. I just saw a girl getting kidnapped and was trying to rescue her. And Chain's like, that's fucked up. You shouldn't do that. No normal person would get in the middle of a kidnapping attempt. And he's like, I don't know what to tell you. Fuck off.
I love how the first half of the book is everybody saying, why did you rescue this girl? And him refusing to tell them.
Yeah. And so the cop takes off. He gets out of the hospital and is then almost kidnapped by the Ukrainian mob led by Marchenko.
My favorite character in the book.
Dressed up like old Uncle Joe.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Order of Lenin medal.
I also I want to mangle the Russian that Petrovich says to tell him to fuck off, which is Perestanye jabat mozgli zvojmi voprasami, which is a terrible pronunciation of the English transliteration of "stop fucking my brain with your questions."
That's good shit.
That's one of my quibbles with this book is that the Russian slang and curse words were a little overdone in terms of just how goddamn often they got trotted out. And I mean, most of it's fine. You can easily, they're never translated at any point, I think. But
I liked it in the audio version. It actually felt pretty real as to how a multilingual person would speak while hearing it. I don't know, reading it might be different because it looks different.
It reads as a bit heavy-handed, just in terms of reinforcing, remember, this guy isn't English.
Yeah.
Yeah, but multilingual people talk like that. I mean, I live with one and they're dropping
non-English
words all the time.
But it also one of my cousins is married to someone whose native language is Spanish, and she.
Wait, is your cousin Alec Baldwin?
Yep, it's Hilaria.
Hilaria.
But she swears like a sailor, but every time she swears, just like Petrovich, she does it in Spanish, I think, as a cheeky way to kind of skirt the bounds of propriety, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's a little clunky, but not any clunkier than any of the rest of the dialogue. I think that's Simon Morden's Achilles heel.
Yeah. So he evades this kidnapping attempt, partially because Hijo and the daughter are outside.
Sonia?
Sonia, yes.
Yeah.
Which is not at all confusing to have an English-Japanese girl named Sonia with a J in a novel that also includes a bunch of Russian and Soviet expats. Like that doesn't lead to any confusion at all. It was just, I don't know, that struck me as just a deliberately insane choice.
Yeah.
Like, name her literally anything that isn't Russian and you would be fine.
Right.
Anyway,
this is my daughter, Anna Karenina.
Yeah.
Oshikura.
Yes. This is a point at which my notes get a little slim because of the way things were working. They pick back up later. He goes back to his place, sleeps, and there is then the next morning, there is a murder attempt on the tube.
The tube.
Yeah. He almost gets gutted by a girl with a Perspex knife, which is fun, because that'll get through the security scanners.
Mm-hmm. And it's a hip, trendy way to try and kill somebody these days, according to Chain.
Yeah. He ends up talking to Detective Inspector Chain, and turns out that there's a $250,000, or actually I don't remember what. I'm not sure if
that's right.
I'm not sure if they specify the currency.
I think it's Neo
Euro. No, they say Euro. They say Euro.
Do they? Okay.
I remember remarking on that.
Okay, I couldn't remember at all. He's got a
which is interesting because this is pre-Brexit.
Yeah.
So when it was written.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. In fact, he calls it out as 250 kilo euros, which was a nice little.
That's right. Yes. Okay.
Physics nerd move.
But even pre-Brexit, there was still the pound sterling. So I guess he was assuming that would go away. Or maybe it still exists.
As I think everybody assumed it would go away in the immediate future. Right up until...
Only if Great Britain does something really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Well, he refers to as well, like there's a couple of just brief like dialogue bits where they say like back when there was an England.
Yeah.
So like the Metrozone is in London, but like the country is so has been so demolished, both nuclearly and economically, that I think there probably isn't a pound sterling anymore.
Yeah, there's a in that interview section afterward at the end of the book, the author goes into a little of kind of what the world looks like. I think probably culled from the short stories, and like Ireland is apparently completely depopulated, like Ireland gone basically. And a couple other little tidbits here and there, and like we find out that Russia got no nukes at all. It just got absolutely swamped by the fallout from the Western Europe nukes.
Yeah. I mentioned that a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's a $250K contract out on him, and then it got called off because they found out he wasn't working for the Oshikuras, but word on the contract getting called off is going to move a lot more slowly than, hey, this guy could earn you $250K circulated around.
Right. Bad news moves slower.
Yeah. So he does what I think is a very clever and cool, smart move, which is he wrangles an appointment with Oshikura and has Oshikura put a 500K contract on anyone who kills him.
Right.
Yep.
It is very smart.
Like,
that's one of the smartest moves he's pulled. Oh, and deliberately withholding his name from Sonia when he's getting taken to the hospital so that she would put him on her dime so that she could find out his info.
Yeah.
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 That's when you know, okay, we're dealing with a clever little fella.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a rat in the wall of the world looking for his rat.
He does give strong Shadowrunner energy.
Yeah. Oh, God, we're only a couple of days away from that fucking bridge opening, man. We got to go.
All right. Not on opening day.
No.
I want to make sure it'll hold people first.
Yeah. That seems like a good idea.
You got to wear your virtual light glasses.
Yeah. Something about going to like a bar / entertainment district where there's only 2 exits on either side of each other
like
is a little terrifying.
Yeah. Seems wonderful.
Nothing bad has ever happened in a merchant district located on a bridge, so don't worry.
Yep.
Okay, good. Whew.
Certainly not.
We're safe.
Whew. Anyway, back to this novel about London.
Yeah.
He meets with Oshikura and gets this counter contract put on, which word's going to spread about that pretty fucking quickly. So it is I really enjoyed that move. That is probably the single thing I appreciated the most about this book. Just that is how you fucking do it.
Yeah. Bodyguards aren't going to cut it.
Yeah. That's some Le Carré spy novel level analysis and dealing with the problem right there.
Yes. Yeah. 100%. Especially in contrast to a lot of his other moves, which are much more like slow horses level of analysis.
Yes, very much. Actually, something that prepare to cut all this, Eric.
Oh boy.
You don't need to.
My cut list is so long already.
You might not need to. Something about this book that I thought that something that this book threw into relief for me is how relatively little I know inherently about London's geography. Like, I know about the river and rivers quite a bit, but compared to a lot of other places I've read a bunch of books about, London, I don't have as keen a sense of geography as I do, say, Edinburgh or Glasgow or, half the major American cities.
Well, there's a lot of very distinctive parts of London that have like very, very much their own character. But this book kind of sidesteps that because they are mostly wiped away or encrusted with like shipping containers, repurposed. And also like a lot of London right now, like the actual London right now is kind of like LA.
It's only oligarchs' empty apartments.
Well, and also just like huge sprawl. You know, it's just it looks like sections of the downtown area of another much smaller British town, but it just goes on for 100 square miles or so.
Yeah. I don't know. It just struck me as odd when I was reading it. Like, this does not have a great sense of place of London, where I'm kind of used to that in other books. I don't know. Anyway, you can cut that.
No, yeah, that is interesting though. It is definitely not a character. The geography is not a character element in the plot at all.
No, it's not like Sex in the City.
No.
London is the 4th Sex in the City girl, 5th. I don't know, whatever.
It in fact only becomes important in the last quarter of the book where, I don't know, somebody says, that's towards the river.
Yeah, the river is really the only...
And it's like the second reference to London having a big river going through it in the entire book.
They mentioned Big Ben once.
No, they didn't.
They do talk about Piccadilly they talk about the tube stops.
Yeah,
which I remember. Yeah, which is how a lot of people know London, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, they do. I mean, they do mention the, oh, that's going to take us scarily close to Hyde Park.
Hyde Park,
going to take us
Hyde
too
Park
close to the green zone. But the way that they're used in this novel, they might as well be talking about any city, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and I think part of it's just I'm used to building mental maps when I'm reading books, and this book didn't allow me to do that very well. I mean, yeah. Anyway, it's not important. The book is entertaining.
Yeah.
So, after this meeting with Oshikora, where he gets the contract put on him, Oshikora introduces him to a guy named Sorensen, who is a totally normal person.
American.
And not an indictment of America.
What? I didn't get that at all. I thought this guy was cool.
He
stands up for truth, justice, and the American way.
Yeah. He is a programmer working on digitally recreating Japan right down to the grass blade, which is only possible because Oshikora has his own fucking quantum computer, down in the basement.
Yeah.
With more bandwidth and processing power than anything in the world. And
he's got an Amazon data center in his basement.
Yes. And Petrovich is amazed by this and just thinks of all the wonderful things he could do with it. But we find out that Oshikora, having lost his wife and was it one or two sons? Maybe it's two sons.
Two, I think.
Yeah.
Sonia's the only one left.
In whatever happened to Japan, he is trying to recreate Japan digitally for all of the refugees, to
be able to go back.
Yeah, to be able to go back and ideally recreate their lives, and it's all going to be fucking amazing, and it's perfect, and it definitely, this quantum computer definitely doesn't have anything to do with later plot in the book.
It actually, the whole concept kind of stinks of a tech CEO building what he thinks is the future when nobody really wants that. Like, nobody's going to want to go to this virtual Japan other than to check it out and see how cool it is and then go back to their lives. I don't know. It just
wait. Are you saying the metaverse wasn't a success?
Josh, I got some bad news for you if you were planning on moving there anytime soon.
I have so much invested in real estate there.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, what happened to my $1.2 million of virtual real estate investment?
Well, we'll talk off air, guys, but I got some bad news.
Oh, no.
Well, at least I have a nest egg safely ensconced in Bored Ape NFTs that.
Oh, that'll always be worth something.
Yeah. Thank God I've still got my apes.
But another thing that I wanted to point out, something I thought was pretty clever of Petrovich, is that how he knew that Ashiguro was indebted to him for rescuing his daughter, and he did not want anybody to be. He didn't want to be indebted to anybody, and he didn't want them to be indebted to him because that could be a problem for him later. Mm-hmm. So I like how he's constantly dodging. Like, nope, you don't owe me anything.
No,
we are
not.
square.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think I kind of feel like it gives going to get the counter hit arranged serves the dual purpose of giving Oshikura a way to repay the debt so that he doesn't feel burdened.
Although that he wouldn't have had to repay the debt if Petrovich hadn't stuck his neck out for his daughter to start with. But it seems like Oshiguro is constantly wanting to owe this kid something, and he's like, nope, I'm good.
That is how certain corners of societies, especially closed societies, work, where you're constantly balancing, okay, I owe this person this, this person owes me this. It's a real big thing and has been for 40,000 years.
It's like that in the podcast world. Why do we have so many Astronomica people on our show? It's because we owe them a life debt.
We do owe them a life debt.
We are Chewie to their Han Solo.
I can't even. I don't even think about the time that I saved your daughter from being kidnapped by the organist Gaia.
Yeah. It's always on our
just
minds.
All water under the bridge, comrade.
Yeah.
Speaking of comrade. Okay. Oh, yeah. And also on his way out the door after he's introduced to this virtual Japan thing, he mentions to Sorensen, hey, Bochikora's like a mobster, right? Like
Sorensen's a fucking idiot.
This is the whole Yakuza thing. And Sorensen's like, what?
And this is the area, this is one of the things that rang most hollow to me. This is a profoundly stupid move.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
which Petrovich, like having a very fatalistic attitude towards most people, the rescue notwithstanding, he's like, I don't care if you live or die. For some reason, sticks his neck way out for this dickhead who is nothing but an asshole.
Is it some unreliable narrator shit where he's saying he doesn't care about people? Because he seems to care about a lot of people living and dying. Like he does stick his neck out more than necessary. Or is it just badly?
Well, no, I mean, I do think that Petrovich cares a lot more than he lets on even to himself. I do think that is a nice character note, but I do not think that he is stupid enough to work at cross purposes for no gain whatsoever to anyone the den of the head of the Yakuza to help this guy who is a complete piece of garbage.
He doesn't. He kind of does know because this guy like threatens him right off the bat. So yeah, you're right. This is I when he like spilled all the info to this guy, I'm like, that doesn't seem like a good move right now.
Yeah,
and then immediately bites him in the ass.
Yeah, he treats this guy who is a dick with more deference and respect and like more kindness than he does, the priest who is actively trying to, improve things. He doesn't tell the priest dick.
Right.
But this guy is like, hey, your boss is going to fuck you over. He's a Yakuza guy. You need to, he's chock full of helpful information for this asshole.
It was a real leaden note for me, but
it clunked.
Yeah.
But it moved the plot along.
That do be how plot works.
Yeah.
So and also in here we met Marchenko. We got escorted into his office, which is a beautiful recreation of a fucking Soviet housing block. He's wearing a Order of Lenin medal and all sorts of fun, classic mid-century Soviet shit.
Doesn't he drives like a Lada or something too? I can't remember, but it's just like
it's not a Lada. It's the nice one. It's the ZIL.
There is a Lada later on in the book, but
yeah, he drives a ZIL, which is mechanically a 1955 Packard.
Oh, nice.
They're cool cars. Real interesting bit of business in the history of that vehicle, but there's no need to get into it.
The Ukrainian mob is definitely a tier down from the Yakuza. I feel like,
and that is why the kidnapping attempt happened. Marchenko's trying to get a leg up on the Yaks, and also see the fun compare contrast thing in here is that Oshikora, through his virtual Japan program, and Marchenko through the way he dresses and decorates his office and runs his organization and lives his life, they're both just trying to recreate their old worlds that have been destroyed.
Yeah, it's true.
Because that is what people in power do be doing.
Yeah.
Oh, and I do think one note that actually I kind of liked is that I think you're right that the virtual Japan would be a dumb idea if its primary purpose were to be some sort of like virtual haven for everyone. But as it is revealed, it's actually serving its purpose, which is to be a place where Mr. Oshikora can be a king or god.
a god. Yeah.
Actually, I think the shogun. He is specifically
Shogun,
mentioned as who would be shogun there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that absolutely is
Yeah.
something that a billionaire would do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good time.
Just wouldn't be as cool if Mark Zuckerberg and all be egg people with no legs.
Yeah.
How do you stick him in a? No, sorry.
A computer.
I don't know. We should probably do that.
50-gallon drum with some cinder blocks.
You know, honestly, I really think that wax dummy that I saw the picture of the other day of Zuckerberg would probably be a more functional component of a computer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Somebody put them side by side. Why does the wax dummy look more like a real human being than Zuckerberg?
And it is honestly quite chilling that, yeah, they're right.
Not even a comedic exaggeration.
The asshole doing that, wax sculpture could not help but imbue more humanity into this petroleum product than Mark Zuckerberg has in his literally human brain and face. Good times. Everything's going great, guys.
We love it.
Okay. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're moving on some more. Like the next day. The Sorensen has freaked out and tries to run and finds Petrovich and tries to recruit Petrovich to help him screw over Oshikora somehow and escape at the same time. And Petrovich basically returns him to work. Says,
after making him buy him lunch.
You're too fucking deep, man. This is not a, if you want to run, you don't come anywhere near me. You should be on a boat by now.
Yeah.
There's no fucking around. This guy is very powerful and you're going to be on the losing side. Your only hope right now is that he doesn't realize you've just tried to run.
There's another option. You could, by show of strength, take over a local gang and become their little god king.
I don't think that would occur to anybody, right?
Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy.
You're probably thinking of Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. Very similar book.
I frequently do.
So I was honestly very impressed that the author made that direct reference. Okay, I knew this was happening, but that's not like making a sideways reference to, Alien by saying, or aliens saying, get away from her, you bitch, or something.
Or you could just make a sideways reference by saying, I don't want any fucking Merlot.
No fucking Merlot. Is it Merlot? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He hates Merlot.
Okay. Anyway, Sam returns him to work. And then in the lobby of the building, as he's escorting Sorensen to the elevator because he doesn't trust him to not freak out and run again.
Remember this elevator.
He gets kissed on the mouth by fucking Sonia, who is, remember, Japanese and English, not Russian.
Yep.
No. Not a problem for me because I don't have to hear the J.
Yeah. So that's like, oh shit. Because that's a big mobster's daughter, and he is not interested in joining the world of big mobsters, which it is implied he would need to if he were to enter a relationship with her. So,
yeah. Plus, she's 17.
Yeah. So,
well, I really like the character note and plot point that he has he is not even involuntarily interested in this. His internal defibrillator has to kick in because he's so scared. He's like, this, I want no part of this. No, thank you. Nope.
No.
But yet he does. I don't know if he cares about Sonia, but I guess he sees her as an innocent in all this and does feel a need to protect her multiple times throughout the book, which is nice.
Yeah. And we'll get some backstory on why he needs to protect kidnapping victims later. So he goes to work at the university in his lab, and we meet Piff, who's fun.
Yeah, I like Piff.
Epiphany Ectopian? Nope, that's not. No, something like that.
I only remember Piff.
Yeah, she's a I think Nigerian, and another graduate student. They're working on the theory of everything.
Yeah,
which is definitely not important.
Dr. Epiphany Ekanobi.
Ekanobi. Okay.
Oh, so she is a doctor. For some reason, I thought she was a student.
Okay.
I must have missed that.
Yeah, they're both doing postdoc work, I think.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
she's older than him, a little.
Yeah. Yeah. So then D.I. Chain shows up. And
I like Chain, by the way. That guy, what a fucking bastard.
Yeah, he's a classic scumbag piece of shit cop.
Yeah, only he's British, so he sounds, well, on the audiobook, he sounds hoity-toity.
Oh, does he?
He is kind of a scumbag, but he's a scumbag in that very British way of like, he's willing to exploit anyone and anything for the benefit of Her Majesty's greater social order or whatever. Like, he's definitely not enriching himself. His car is literally held together in places with duct tape.
Yeah.
No, he's a true believer of a bad thing to believe in.
Yeah. Yeah. This system has not quite worked out for me, but I believe the system could theoretically work out.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he shows up and he, starts saying, hey, blah, blah, blah. What are you doing with, you met with Marchenko. You're meeting with Oshikora. So clearly you work for him, blah, 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 leaves. Then fucking minutes later, Oshikora shows up. They have a conversation about, hey, my daughter seems infatuated with you, and I don't think that can go anywhere. And Petrovich is like, yeah, obviously. Duh.
Agreed, 100%. We are on the same page, sir.
Fine to never see her again in my life. It'll be cool. Would love to not have that be a problem.
Do you want me to cut my finger off? I'll do it.
Yeah. Whatever I have to do to tell you that I am sincere in this, I will do up to and including removing body parts.
Yeah. And then Oshikora leaves and, he finds a bug on his desk.
That good old Chang and his bugs.
Yeah, whenever in this book, for the rest of the book, a bug comes up, remember it's Chain. And the bugs are actually a fun little bit of technological business. They're like those the store, like the anti-theft things that you used to see on DVD boxes, where it's just like a sticker with some wires embedded in it, basically.
Yeah. They still kind of have them at the more expensive stuff at your local Home Depot or Lowe's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
You got to run it over the magnet to kill it.
Yeah.
Fun fact, those are literally an outgrowth of a bug that the Soviet Union hid in the American embassy.
The device.
Cool.
It's one of the neatest stories in all. It is so cool. It is totally passive. It's just embedded in this piece of artwork, and it pulled so much information. It is same guy designed it who did the theremin.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the theremin.
Yeah. It is such a cool bit of business, and it wasn't discovered for so long.
It was almost a decade, I think, right?
Yeah.
Years
it was
on end.
Yeah, it was absolutely, it's a crazy bit of fucking business, and just a beautiful bit of we're doing spy shit. Fuck you.
Yeah.
We're working in realms you never even thought possible, Yankee.
I also wanted to note that the banter between Piff and Petrovich is definitely written by a physicist, because he just throws out he just casually throws out that Piff has mixed in the electro-strong force, which is something that is not currently within reach. The strong nuclear force has not been shown to merge with the electro weak. So that was kind of cool.
doesn't he also say something about how you can't just pretend that you can't just pretend to convert the electrostrong force with gravity? That doesn't work. There's a bunch of dumb quantum physics jokes that I don't understand. Like,
the important thing is they're on the cusp of discovering something huge.
Yeah.
But it's also like all of the like throwaway kind of hand wavy jargon is plausible.
It's real.
Yeah. I mean,
that's nice.
Not real, but you know.
Right. But theoretically something. Yeah.
Yeah. It's stuff that reads to me, somebody who is not a physicist, as like, oh, I know these words. I understand, kind of like I have the basest idea of what this means when they're saying it.
And commenting on the equations, he gives just enough to show that it is something that you would plausibly have, like that's the kind of math that you would use plausibly in this scenario. But he doesn't delve into it enough to get, bogged down or caught out with.
Yeah.
Because obviously the author of this book is not going to
not going to have come up with a theory of everything and publish it in a science fiction novel.
It's too bad. If he had, probably should have went with it over the science fiction novel, good as a novel may be.
Well, there's one other little neat, if you don't mind a little bit of a further discussion, there's one little neat bit where he's like, well, should I do it with symmetry breaking or without symmetry breaking? And she's like, run it both ways. And then he never actually specifies which way it actually works. So he's got his bases covered for either of the avenues that he could have gone down. I thought that was pretty neat.
He solves a chunk of the equation of everything. Like he solves a chunk of quantum physics. Leaves it on Piff's desk and decides that, with Sorensen being a problem, with Oshikora paying attention to him and Marchenko paying attention to him, both these are very bad things. You don't want the powerful criminals to pay attention to you at all.
Right.
It's time to go. So he is going to disappear. He has already done so before. He is on the run from his past as part of a kidnapping gang.
Uh-oh. That's why he knew so much about that kidnapping.
Yeah.
And he feels bad about it.
Gives a much more plausible explanation for the incredible level of street savviness of a theoretical physics student.
Yeah.
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 When did he have time to learn all this physics stuff? Did it just come naturally to him, I guess?
He says something about... Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he was the hacker for the kidnapping gang, and he spent all of his time reading.
Okay.
Yeah, his whole thing, like in terms of payment that he got from Boris, was candles to read by and books. Right. So
that'll do it for part 1 of our Equations of Life recap. Big thank you to Geoff from Astronomica for joining us for this, giving us his time. Check him out at astronomicapodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts. While you're at astronomicapodcast.com, go ahead, click on their Discord link, and check out the High Tech Low Life channel nestled within the confines of Astronomica's domicile. The fuck are these words I'm using? It's fun there. We got people, we talk about movies and cyberpunk shit, and we get a lot of recommendations that we ignore. Just kidding. We're going to get to all of them, I promise. Also, email us, hightechlowlifepodcast@gmail.com. Check us out on Blue Sky. Check us out on patreon.com/hightechlowlife. That's it. Thank you. We'll see you next week. Bye.
This has been the High Tech Low Life podcast. Find us on Blue Sky at High Tech Low Life. Email us at hightechlowlifepodcast@gmail.com and find us on Patreon at patreon.com/hightechlowlife. Theme music by Nihilor at nihilor.com. Thank you for listening.
Keep it moving. Come on. What are you waiting on? Let's go.
They're trashing our rights, man! They're trashing the fluid data! They're trashing! Everybody out there. Hike the planet! Shut up and get in the car!